This is a story about my first love, baseball. So this picture you see here, this was about 1997, 1998, and that's when I first got into T-ball. I played for a team called the Diamondbacks. I believe this was back in Taylor, Texas, and that's what began my love for baseball. One of my earliest memories of baseball was back in T-ball when I hit a home run. Now, I didn't hit it out the park or anything like that. I just hit it pretty far and my slow ass was going around the bases. I don't know what it was about baseball that intrigued me or that initially kick-started me into it. I think it was just the feeling of a bat hitting the ball, or I don't know what it was, but over time, as the years went on, it just grew more and more. Now in T-ball, there really isn't any like set positions or anything like that. You just hit the ball, kids run around. It's chaos. But as I got older, the positions started to come into play. You had to figure out what position you're good at, what position you enjoyed, or I don't really know how to like describe being put in like a category. But what I can tell you is that I played 3 positions. I played third base sometimes. I pitched sometimes, but my main position was first base. Third base, I don't really remember playing much of growing up. I may have, filled in a couple times, played there when needed, but majority of the time it was either first base or sometimes pitching. Now, one of my earliest memories of pitching was whenever I got into a recreational league, rec league, whatever you want to call it. And there was one game in particular where I pitched a shutout. So this baseball was from my first shutout back in 2001. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a mean pitcher back in the day. I do my thing on the mound. Now on to my favorite position, the position I played most of my career in baseball was first base. I don't know what it was that stuck out to me as a first baseman. I don't know why I chose that position. I mean, being a first baseman, typically you're left-handed when you throw, like you catch right, throw left. I'm not saying all the time, I'm just saying majority of the time that's what first basemen play, was when they're left-handed. I don't know, maybe it's because I was long, have a long build, I could like stretch out, I could reach out. But basically since around like the 3rd grade up until high school, I was always playing first. And talking about the career of my baseball playing days, I don't know if you call it a career. I was just a kid playing baseball. But one thing that really stuck out to me and one thing that I really enjoyed was just the camaraderie. The people that I met along the way, all the guys that I met along the way. And crazy thing is, a lot of us played baseball together since like 2003 up until we graduated high school 2012. And that was a nice constant in my life, was seeing those guys every week, playing baseball with those guys every week. And as we got older, as we stuck together, that bond formed, Now, all of my all-time favorite memories, all of my cherished memories when it comes to baseball, always include my brother Michael Ray. Now, me and him are 4 years apart, so I was a little older than him, a little advanced than him. But we would go to the elementary school down the road from where we used to live called Willow Springs Elementary. And they had this open field with like a backstop. And my mom and my dad would take us out there. We would go hit, throw, all that good stuff. But being 4 years apart, me being a little bit more advanced, I had to kind of take it easy on them. I had to, throw it slow, not hit it so hard. And at the time, it was kind of like annoying, It's like, come on, man, like you can't catch. And looking back on it, it was still fun. Of course, it's a lot of fun throwing, catching, hitting, all that good stuff. But the older we got, the more advanced we both were getting. And the more opportunities we had to play different games or incorporate baseball in different environments. So when me and the family moved into this house back in 2007, I think, there was no fences on either side and in the back. Like it was just completely open. And me and my brother Michael would play wiffle ball in between these 2 houses.
We have home plate right here. We have home plate right here. First base was that window. We put second base back there somewhere. Third base was this side, this window, and then home right here. That's how we would play baseball. Man, we'd always be out here playing wiffle ball, just here on the side or even in the street. We just toss the baseball, go to the field. At this school, way down here, there's an open field, and me and Michael would be at that field and would do long toss. And during the summertime, we go walk to that school, have lunch, and then after lunch we go toss a baseball and just work out our arm. And yeah, those were the good days, back when times were simpler.
But if we weren't playing baseball on the side of the house, if we weren't playing baseball in an open field, we would just go to the back, play catch, or go to the front, play catch in the street. You know, we didn't need much. All we needed was a ball, a glove, and we were good to go. All in all, baseball has provided so much to me as a person. It's given me a sense of camaraderie, showing me how to be a team player. You know, it provides leadership skills, being able to communicate effectively, all kinds of stuff, you know. And I'm just so grateful to have been able to play baseball and to be able to have a love for baseball. To wrap things up, baseball was my first love, and it's always going to be something that I love and something I'm always going to hold near and dear to my heart.